What's up, friend? Welcome back to another Avatar: The Last Airbender standard video. Now, you know it's going to be a good day when Brian Kibler shows up in your Twitch chat with another cool deck for you to try out. So Kibler ended up being 25-2 with his deck list. He said his record was, which is awesome. So you know I had to check it out. Now, one of the greater things as well is that both Kibler and I had the same idea for a Golgari deck list, because this deck is also playing Hollowmark Siege and Earthbender Ascension. A couple days on my channel, I made a video on a Golgari counter deck list that tried to do that, but this is not Golgari counters. It's like Golgari like ramp, I'd say. Golgari landfall, something like that. Earthbender's Ascension is a 3-mana enchantment, and when it enters, you Earthbend 2. You search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. So a bit of ramp. Then landfall, whenever land you control enters, put a quest counter on this enchantment. When you do, if it has 4 more quest counters on it, you put a 1/1 counter on target creature control against trample until the end of turn. So that synergizes really nicely with Hollowmark Siege for multiple reasons. You have that Sultai option. Whenever a counter is put on the creature you control, draw a card, triggers only once each turn. So when you Earthbend, you animate a land. It becomes a 0/0 creature with 1/1 counters on it equal to the amount of Earthbending you've done. That triggers your Hollowmark Siege. If your Earthbender's Ascension is at 4 more quest counters, you can give 1/1 counters to creatures when you play a land. It's going to trigger Hollowmark Siege. But there's actually like crazier synergy in here too, because, you know, like the mastermind Kibler is, we're playing both Saz's Chocobo and Ugin Eye of the Storms in the same deck, which is just crazy. But it really like fools your opponent. Like sometimes you have these really aggressive starts with Saz's Chocobo, and other times you're wiping the board a bunch of times with the 5 board wipes in here, and then you play an Ugin Eye of the Storms at the top end, and your opponent just will not really know what the hell they are supposed to do. So Saz's Chocobo, 1 mana 0/1 landfall. Whenever land you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Triggers your Hollowmark Siege. Can be some crazy aggressive starts. And the trample that Earthbender's Ascension can provide can be really good on that as well. A single copy of Bristly Bill in here too. Whenever land you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. But we are in general just playing ramp. Like I played a lot more into like Earthbending and being aggressive and mana dorks in my version of Golgari counters, but this is landfall, so we're playing things like Shared Roots, 2 mana Lesson, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap it, and shuffle. Glimpse the Core, 2 mana Sorcery, search your library for a basic forest card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. And then we have 2 copies of Icestone Explorer, 4 mana 2/4. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. You may play lands from your graveyard, and landfall whenever a land you control enters, mill card. Ramps you up like crazy, synergizes with the 4 copies of Fable Passage that we have in this deck list as well. There's also 4 copies of Ba Sing Se present in here for more like earthbending, and Ba Sing Se just does a great job closing out games in any of these like slower, mid-rangey like decks. But like I said, this deck has an evil side to it because we have 3 copies of Day of Black Sun, a new board wipe, X black black. Each creature at mana value X or less loses all abilities until the end of turn, destroy those creatures. And then 2 copies of the Rise of Sozin, 6 mana saga, where the first chapter you destroy all the creatures, second chapter you choose a card name, search target opponent's graveyard, hand, and library for up to 4 cards with the name and exile them. That player then shuffles. And the third chapter transforms the enchantment into the Fire Lord Sozin. So board wipes, plenty of them. Also 2 copies of The End, like we're really trying to exile a bunch of like, you know, or win cons from our opponent. That's absolutely a big part of it. We have some like interaction as well in the form of Bitter Triumphs and Shoot the Sheriffs. So a really crazy yet awesome take on Golgari ramp, Golgari landfall. So let's dive into the gameplay here and let's see if Kibler ended up breaking standard or saving standard again, which is a reference to the old video. So let's get into it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Like now, I already know there's a good amount of lands in this deck. I already know the shuffler is after us. This is 26 lands. Okay. Right. We're just gonna have to assume that's some bullshit. I like the Fabled Passage with the Saz's Chocobos, but I could go for it. Let's do it. Let's greed out. Okay. Yeah, Golgari has been looking pretty good, I feel. I've really enjoyed what Golgari has to offer. Bye, my pretties. Yeah, opponent's like, oh shit, a Tifa deck. And there's Ugin Eye of the Storms at the top end. Really? Oh shit, it's Tifa. I love the little chocobos though, makes me very happy. Gonna get the best swamp in the game real quick, hold on. There we go. These are hilarious draws where they panic to deal with your 1-drops and then you Ugin them. I would like to see it. I would like to see it. Oh, the Sarima. Okay. Kona's on the way. You can't hold up the end here, I fear. So, what now? Well, I think we just have no choice. We just have to accept our fate, I guess. We may as well just, like, cast Shared Roots. Yeah, I'm not happy about that, but... it is what it is. These, like, swamps and they're in the store right now. They're, like... I believe they're from the Chocobo bundle. Chocobo was a fairly late add to the stack over more controlling elements. Just does so much work and randomly wins games. Yeah, I've done like the opponent's at 10. Pray for a fizzle. I'm not sure. I mean, I think like what we could maybe do is the end whatever their target is, but it depends on what they got. What's up, Brian? We're good. How are you? I don't know. It's like if it's like an Overlord, it's kind of bad. If it's a Bilmerk, like Overlord Bilmerk is bad. If it's a Bahamut, it's bad. Like, I don't know. Yeah, just really unfortunate that we had specifically the end here and they had a Llanowar Elves. Yeah. Well. This is really... this is really awkward, you know. Okay, that's good at least. Well... I'm afraid that we have to de-end Bahamut because it's always going to remove our Chocobo. And we just gamble that they have no Kona value left, I think. I fear. The fact that this game is even close against their absolute nut draw. Yeah, it's true, it's true. Oof, the Sarima just tutors up something again. Triple Summon Knight of Round, 4 Overlords. My goodness. Yeah, they had the absolute nut start with that one. That's unbelievable. Yeah, no, they popped off. They popped off for sure. They popped off. It is what it is. Like, that's just a way of Kona sometimes, you know? Also, let me get my little music thingy up for you guys. I know it's appreciated by some. There we go. So... what? Why on earth didn't they just... like, why did they not just play the Sarima and grab a bomb? What the hell? Okay, this is actually pretty interesting right now. Because we could give it Menace. Let's see. Their graveyard. I think Menace is the way to go here, though, over cards. I'm pretty sure. We thin the deck out further. We grow our little chocobo. Chat, can I ask for a chocobo plushie at my big age for Christmas? Or is that embarrassing? Like, real talk. I feel like, yeah. I can get away with it, right? Okay. just a regular yellow one. I deserve it. It's true. I already have so many, like, goofy plushies, though, everywhere. I'm playing the qualifier plan today. It's sealed, so, man. Oh, is that... Okay, that's Elspeth. Hold up. Okay. Golgari Blimp. Have you seen... I've heard people talk about Golgari Blimp. Ranger, thank you for the 22. Well, that's Flug, okay? That's Flug. That's different. Flug is an icon. You send me the list? Yeah, sure. For now, we're checking out this really cool Golgari counter. Well. Oh, it's Hellraiser guy? Well, definitely not as high of a win rate as he had with the with the Hellraiser before. Bristlebutt Farmer, Phoenix Fleet Airships. It's a Besieged Mirror deck. I mean, I love that though. Looks very nice. Looks very nice. X is 0, I win. I don't believe that's true. I don't believe that's true. Isn't the mana value of this 2? Am I crazy? It's 0? What the hell? What do you mean? What do you mean it's 0? Love it, chat. The random ass backseating, like... It didn't matter because this game was done regardless, but... Thanks, homie. See, this is why you don't listen to chat. Not that it mattered, like, we didn't necessarily have better plays regardless. Like, if I get rid of my Chocobo, I always lose the game anyway, but, yeah. No, the mana value is, 2, so... Good vibes. Oh well. Nah, they must be feeling embarrassed. It's already like the biggest punishment. How would be 0. Well, listen, chat, I only did it because the outcome of the game would be the same. Like, even though it's not a win, I think X is 0 is still fair there because, like, you get rid of, like, a bunch of, like, fodder and you could still just force out a double block because of Menace. So it's still not a bad play. Like, it's always going to be better than an X is 4 or whatever and wipe our own Chocobo. So it's not the end of the world. Like, it wasn't a bad play or anything, but, you know, it's not a bad play or anything. The truth of the matter is that this game is cooked regardless because we just can't deal with Kona and there's an Elspeth in play, but, you know, that's just like, the truth is that it didn't really matter what we did with the Day of Black Sun, but it is, the timing on that was, the comedic timing on that was pretty good anyway. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is just not gonna work out. They just had a really, like, broken start. I mean, that was just like the best start you could give to a Kona player, you know? Alright, let's see here. Like, if we had 0-point ballot there instead of the Day of Black Sun, that would have been a completely different game. Which I do wonder if this deck should mainboard 0-point ballot over Day of Black Sun, because you are growing, like, thingies, but... think we need that many board wipes against them, though. I don't want to be, like, completely without board wipes, but I don't think it's that crazy here. It was on the play diff. If you were on the play, you just end Kona, it was over. That's true. Like, if we won the coin flip... Well, I think actually we were on the play, but they had Llanowar Elves, so I think that changed things. If they didn't have a Llanowar Elves, we would have been fine. It was a really close game regardless, though. Like, we were in that for a lot longer than we should have been. Anyway, go get out of a billion. Honestly... I just don't know if I need Day of Blacks on here. If we didn't lose, then we would have won. That's right. That's right. That's right. It's that simple. Don't want to give up on the Chocobos. I think it would be really good. Neat. I'm thinking like Glimpse the Core, maybe. Just like ramp regularly. No burb on one. But still a good burb hand, so I'm gonna try and keep it. We'll start off with Restless Cottage here. Still a good burb hand. I'm just gonna crack it, and I'm just gonna get myself a... Doesn't really matter. Forest, Swamp, anything's okay. Earthbending Ascension is going to go hard here, I think. It's gonna go really hard. And fun thing is Jack is Earthbending Fabled Bastards for double ramp. Yeah. I love that. I don't know if you've checked out the Golgari, like, combo deck. The combo sacrifice deck, but it also has, like, access to that, and it's really nice whenever it gets there. Been pretty sick. Alright, let's get this ramp going here. This time around, we are more than prepared for... We are more than prepared for whatever Kona... Whenever Kona comes our way. You can do it on turn 3 with Shared Roots or Glimpse. Play turn 4 Ugin. That's sick. That's really sick. Love that. Yeah, I do want to swing an Exiled Esper Origins here. I'll hold up like True to Sheriver and Heritage Rack probably. Does Earthbending activate a Restless Cottage ability? Yeah, the way these manlands are written is like, whenever this land attacks, do something. Like, all of them are written that way. So yeah, you can just use the cottage for its effect. It's pretty nice. Get rid of this here. We got the passage, but you can also activate cottage ability while it has counters on it and make its base a 4/4 with whatever counters to grow it. Yeah. Yeah, we should just have it here. We could do that little cottage trick, I guess. I haven't done that yet when I've played an Earthbending deck. That's kind of sick, actually. Let me try it. So I can activate this then. Really sweet. The BM them. That's really sweet, actually. Yeah, those are always activated. Sometimes I've like, when I first started playing Basing Say, I messed up a lot because I thought it could just be activated at any point. Which would be a bit too broken, but it's only sorcery speed. But yeah, once it's already animated, you can do whatever. Which is kind of sick. I ended up playing the Manlands and like the Simic deck. The Simic Man, like the Restless like Finestalk or whatever it is. Which is kind of crazy in combination with Badger, as that card is like, what, 5 mana to activate? Or like to animate usually. So that, or like 5 or 6. So it's really sick to be able to do that like super cheaply and, you know, bump up your creatures or hit your bonus things, which is really nice. But then, you know, it wasn't as easily played as the Restless Colleges in this deck. Hey, the double Choco start? Let's go. Finish building your Absent Sacrifice deck that you build around Blimp. Played it today and had 23 Blimps when the game ended. What the fuck? 23 Blimps? How the hell? How was your opponent alive for so long? How the fuck did they survive that many Blimps? That's crazy. And somebody's mad at this little chocobo. Alright, I'm gonna fire off this intimidation tactics, see if I can hit like a Kona or something. Oh, you played Commander, I see. That makes sense. I would definitely, yeah, I would need that Blimp for a lot of my Commander decks, I fear. I need that Blimp for a lot of my Commander decks. Yeah, I was like, how the fuck does anybody survive that many Blimps? And it was just Commander, makes sense. Yeah, I need to upgrade some more of my Commander decks for sure. Shared Roots. I think I'd rather just like hit a land here. You got a sweet promo foil Blimp. Nice. Okay. Do I still land? See where we end up. Nah, Commander is a good time. It's just been like 30 years since I've last been able to play it. It's been so long. I've yet to run my beloved Filth deck against people. Well, I played it in like person, but well, let's go Ashlizzlle then, I guess. Still. Okay, they're at 12. Chocobo's hitting. These overlords? Yo, Assassin 20 stream streak, let's go. Cool initiate stuff. Let's see. This is at least really good. Nah, it's really expensive to fly someone out from Europe, I know. I had to skip Magic Cons because of how expensive it ended up getting for me. Bill. Nah, the end on the tokens does not. It's not like you search your opponent's hand library and a number of cards with the same name as permanent and exile them. It doesn't affect the board in any way. We just needed a board wipe here. I could try Vivian. I could Viv and like uptick Viv. Yeah, so no, Legion's End is one sick card though. I think I'm okay with playing Viv out because in a way, like, it pressures them as well, you know? Sure. In a way, like, Vivian pressures them as well. Like, they want to spend their 2/1 insects to remove Vivian because, like, else we bully them with it, so... I think I'm not mad at this. I'm just kind of worried about, like, the planets, but we're just gonna pressure them out. What the hell, sure. Sometimes I would really love, like, I have said this before, like a couple months ago, how I would love Legion's End to be reprinted. That card would actually put in the work in Standard. It's exile target creature and opponent controls mana value 2 or less, and all other creatures that player controls with the same name as that creature. Player reveals their hand and exiles all cards with the name from their hand and their graveyard. I mean, how perfect would that be? Come on now. I would love to see it. I would love to see it back at some point. Problems would be solved. Yeah, banger removal. I remember when that card was standard legal. I didn't even see that much standard play though. Yeah. Imagine that thing against like a Badgermole or something. Evil! Was it from like M20 or something? M21? It's just mana 2 or less. Not that good. That's not necessarily true. I would argue that's not necessarily true. If you would put that at a mana value over like 2, you would have to either get a more expensive spell or it would just be broken. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Like M20? Yeah. I was locked into M20. At the end against an Earthbend deck and exiled all the basic lands. Really. That's quite fun. Somebody in the replies on Twitter really made the grand. Okay, so there's this 56-year-old woman over there meme. Really. Whoa, look who decides to show up. That's crazy. It's Eugene. It's Eugene. How can I go about this? Definitely feel like I want to absolutely cast Eugene here. I also want to pressure this though as well. Because that's going to transform, they can do the windswept thingy and... But it's not like that they can do that at instant speed regardless. So we're gonna have to check the vibes, I guess. How many basics do we have left? A good amount, okay. Like, I could try to hit removal, but... just make him suffer first. You don't want to double block it or anything, bestie? That's better. I think. I could get rid of this. What the hell? Let's do it. And then I could develop this Ashlizzlle Explorer here. Put another creature in play, I guess. Making sure this goes right. Boom. Okay, that's all we got, I'm pretty sure. I can't play anything else out. Man, this is like the world's scariest chocobo ever. Okay, not the scariest, but gets close. Card market, guys. Yeah, that was fun. That was like earlier this year, right? We're just gonna like remove a bunch of their stuff here. Did you say chocobo? Yes. There's one on my battlefield right now. Yeah, definitely. This is here. Here you go. Yo, Libby with the 50. What are things from Final Fantasy and Magic? It's like a collaboration. Man, if I just had like a Hollow Merc Siege or something, I would be chilling. Fortnite. Fortnite the Gathering. Why not develop both colleges? I needed an additional untapped black so I could remove Elspeth. I didn't have enough black to cast the end and, you know, put 2 cottages in play. Yeah. Else I would have, but... No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, you put them to 1, but then they just, like, cast Elspeth again, and, like, they make 2 more blockers. Like, I don't think that's, something we want to do. We should have the win here, though. If it's Bahamut, we should have the win. Okay. Or actually, does Overlord mess it up? Not with this. Not with that, anyway. Basing say is fine. Wait, did I do the math on that? What's up, Shade? Yeah, this just gets there regardless, right? They block this, they block that, they take 4. Okay. Well, we got through it. We got through it with a 16-17 Saz's Chocobo. Easy game. Easy game. A lot of lands. The 56-year-old, it was so funny. Like you gotta crack up. Choco. Yippee. Couldn't have been so excited. Rip bestie. Couldn't have been so excited. Crying. Yep, here comes the lessons. Here come the lessons. Double Earthbender Ascension could be really nice, though. I'm gonna do the... try to ramp myself into it. Ramp my way over to, Eugene. I'm gonna crack it. Yo, this forest is gonna get really, like, big, though. There we go. Okay. Yeah, my lens are, very nice. I like them. Eugene soon. Whatever you want to do, buddy. The Earthbender Ascensions are online, at least. Probably gonna have to get rid of the artist talent, I guess. Yeah. I can't actually, you can't, fun fact, you cannot hit the, you cannot hit the thingy. Gotta be artist talent. Eugene can't hit the monument. Crazy stuff. I'm gonna save the passage when I animate with the Basing Say. Okay. Honey, you got a big Eugene Adderstorm comment. Yeah, I always do that stupid ass, like, vine. Sometimes people don't catch the reference, but, like, why else would I say that? Honey, you got a big storm coming. Yeah, just opponent just firing off like 2 ancestral recalls. Don't worry about it. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Triple monument. Nothing to see here. We are going to be fine. It'll all be good. Don't worry, don't worry. All will be well. Ancestral recall. Going hard. Okay, Grand not an outlaw. Sure hope not. Yo, this Verge is going crazy right now, though. And I actually think I fucked it up. If I went for green, I could have gone with another Earthbender Ascension and ramp into it, but... see if I can just go for the ult, maybe. Grand has a dark past. Yeah. She's kinda... she's being evil. Grand is partaking in evil activities. I honestly feel like if I set up another Earthbender Ascension, it would have taken me like 4 counters, but either way. What's our combustion technique on? 8 right now? New Grand. Is there any other things we could find with Ugin in this deck? Like, if we ult, can we hit something? I don't think so. It's kind of... That's a little sag. Yeah, you could find a new Eugene, I guess. Make sure I grow these. Okay. Yeah, no, that's... I mean, this is lethal regardless, but previous turn I was wondering that too. Yeah. I think this just like the triple ascension just wins here regardless. I'm pretty sure, but... Game 1 win is big. It's big. It's big win. I don't think the end is particularly good against them. We could use this. We could use these. Vivian, Lily. They have a true weakness to... I like Day of Blackstone to clear up some otters, I think. Even though we have Rise of Sozin too. Not sure if I need that many. Billiam's probably just dead. Yeah, Mockingbird copies lands, but it just becomes a land, not a creature or anything. Like, which is really... That's actually an interaction that comes up quite often if you play Simic Oroboroid, and then you play Mockingbirds because you're a smart person. And then sometimes you're in a position where, like, you copy a Mockingbird with Druneth, and then you can copy an Earthbended land with that Mockingbird. It's very weird. It's a very strange interaction, but it's pretty cool. It's strange, though. Yeah, I want to go in with vacuums, too. Trying to figure out, like... It's always like, what the hell do I get rid of? I mean, maybe some Ramp, I guess? A little bit? Started Magic 2018? That's, my best hand ever? Man, I don't even know about that. I don't even know about that. I would assume some of my best hands ever would have probably involved a Cat and Ulven and a Mayhem Devil. Back in the good old days. Back in the good old days. Boros Dragons Moxfield? Yeah, I will. Well, I mean, you could also go with, like, more power. Like, I remember, like, playing Timeless back in the day, and, like, you could have, like, Dark Ritual into Sorin into, like, a Vein Ripper on, like, turn 1 or something. I mean, there's crazy things that you can you can think of. I kind of want to start off with Duress here, just to hit, like, an Artist Talent or something. Yeah. Countering your own spells. Yeah. Develop this for draw. Please. I actually made Libby a budget deck. The same budget deck that I put on my YouTube channel, like the Mono Eye deck. So we'll see. She says she's... Yeah, are you playing? Like... she's playing it. Let's see if Libby can get Mythic with the Mono White auras. Yeah. You can do it. We all believe in her. That's... Ooh, I do like waiting on the passage there, though. Okay, I'm gonna change my mind here. I'm gonna wait on the passage so I can crack it with Earthbender Ascension and ramp up. Seems like a good plan. Simultaneously, our little Chocobo can just generate some value or die, whichever they want to do. I've been on a mission to get, like, the best hand ever before. Like, you guys remember when I was trying for, like, 3 hours to get the turn 1 kill in Standard? I never got it, but a bitch tried. I never actually ended up getting there, but an effort was made. Yo, what's up? I mean, I was just gonna crack it, but damn, okay. That was not enough for you to handle? Their hand must have looked terrible, I guess. Not mad at it. What was the exact, like, turn 1 win combo is still in standard. I think it was like... What the hell was it again? Was it like double red ley line, a blue ley line, the standard legal mox, like the dragon mox, a... What was it like? Or was it Heartfire Hero? No, it was... Actually, it's not standard legal anymore, I think, because that one drop rotated. You needed that one drop that when it dealt damage to the opponent's phase, it's, it, like, could sacrifice itself. I think that was, like, a Phyrexia card, I think. Like, the Phyrexia era. Yeah, so I guess... Yeah, Cacophony Scamp. Yeah, so I guess it's no longer possible in standard, but it was, like... The turn 1 kill was, like, Cacophony Scamp, double red leyline, blue leyline, dragon mox, and, like, wild ride, I think? Yeah, Mox Jasper, Pump Spell, Cacophony Scamp, land, and something else. Yeah. It was something. Okay, I know what I'm up against. This is that, like, blue-eyed warp deck, I think. I think I have to remove Cirrus here. Because they're gonna pick it up and replay it infinitely. I believe, if this is an accurate guess. Yeah, it was like Wild Ride to haste the thing into play. I don't even know. It was an era. But yeah, I was trying to rage bait and it failed. It was fun, but who knows. Felt like I was going back into the Vault's Trickery times. The Vault's Trickery era. Scamp and Wild Ride were ever legal together. It was that though. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one. It was that though. Like a brief period, it ended up working out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the math... I think I asked a bunch of people to do the math and nobody could figure it out exactly, but the odds were, like, worse than winning the lottery. My quest for the turn 1 kill in standard. I did see some, like, other YouTube creators trying to make videos of it, like, back in the day, but there's no way they ever ended up hitting it. And again, I don't know, maybe they have, you know, content creator, luck, content creator client, but... Do I know Dungeons and Dragons? Yes. Steam kind of awkward, but I can get rid of it. I'm actually not even mad at Rise of Sozin here. Over Eugene. Even though I like developing Eugene, I'm just gonna go Rise of Sozin. Yeah, I know Mr. Dungeons and Dragons. Oh my god, I just remember somebody killed me with that deck. Turn 2. Hey, that's not a turn 1 though. That's not a turn 1, so... Standard is over. This instant turn 1 kill needs an emergency ban. We'll see, what were you thinking? Type video titles and proceed to get demolished for 40 minutes. It's kind of like on par with the video I wanted to make. Just really taking advantage of like the crazy like content creator. Woodsy must ban this card. Greatest mistake they've ever made. Yeah. But it was so terrible. Like I couldn't even get away with putting that on YouTube in a million years, I fear. It was simply that bad. Dude, this Airbender Ascension's popping off now. Momo! Simply feel no shame. Okay, so it's gonna be Riddler that I'm just gonna get rid of because that's a really important card in their deck, I'm pretty sure. So get rid of 4 Riddlers. Feel like I need to hit Airbender Ascension. Because it's like gonna keep getting this Starfield Shepherd value. Unless I just exile Shepherd here. I could also do that. But also when they play Pixie, then Pixie's gonna pick up and replay a bunch of stuff. Instantly pick up like Storm Chaser Talent and stuff. This is the greedy oh. Because they can hit me for 5. They're gonna hit Eugene for 6. I feel like I need to get rid of Starfield Shepherd simply to just protect Eugene, I think. I got no way to like animate my lands right now. Okay. Toughest battle? No clue. Actually, I do remember. Actually, I do remember my toughest battle. I think it wasn't like a... What was it? It was like a tournament. I want to say it was like an F2K hosted tournament or something, and I was in a Junt food mirror against Arna, I believe. And it was like the longest game ever, and it was so intricate, but I ended up getting out of it. Ended up coming out on top. It was Junt food with Troll of Crumbs, and you had that Golgari enchantment for 4 mana that would give your Mayhem Devils Death Touch. Yeah, that was probably one of the best games of Magic I've ever played, but man, that was a long time ago. That was a very long time ago. I don't know, just like outvaluing, not necessarily outplaying, but it was a grind. Well, Fire Lord Sozin. Do something. I guess I could steal Aang. What's up, Mike? Have you been enjoying Atlas Standard? Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's one of the healthiest standards formats we've seen in a long time, so... Actually feels like you can play a wide variety of decks, not just forced into, like, one or the other, you know? I'm gonna try this out. Well, Sozin gets Tremble from Earthbender Ascension, right? So that's good at least. Billiam. Is Bill just lethal? Is it? I can activate it once. I don't believe so. This gets an additional 3 counters. That gets an additional 4 counters. Oh, it twice with... Oh, that's true, actually. We get the firebending, too. That's a good point. Yeah, that kills it. Yeah. You're right, Firebending 3. Forgot about that. Oh, fuck. Wait, when did I put 2 counters on the Chocobo? Okay, I fucked up then. Did I hit the Chocobo twice with Earthbender Ascension? I must have. Okay, that's on my end. Whatever. But yeah, that's obviously not correct. I should have put 1 counter on Sazes and 1 counter on Firelord, which is literally what I said. I was literally saying, like, Firelord gets trampled from Earthbender. I don't know why I misclicked it, but... yeah. Should have been one on Sozin from Earthbender, 1 on Sazes from Earthbending, and then 1 from the Choco from Bill. Either way. Should be able to get through it, even though, like, this game could have been over already. Yeah, Choco does what Choco wants to do. Either way, I'm just playing with my food. It's just intentional. Don't worry about it. It's intentional. It's intentional. Mm-mm. We go ahead and, I don't know, like, I guess play some of these. I think Airbender Ascension and stuff, and, like, kind of need to get rid of. I like the Day of Black Sun still. Don't I hate some intimidation tactics? But I don't think we need to go out of our way in this matchup, necessarily. Like, these are just easily cut. The misplays are just to add to watch time. Exactly, exactly. That's it. Definitely not because, you know, I turned my brain off like the fucking... That's literally how I feel playing this game, like, half of the time, and I just get away with it, so... That's just me. There's no brain. We'll try it. It's cute though. Yeah. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Here we go. Storm Chaser. Start over this. Red black. I would say red black is not very good right now. Unfortunately. It hurts, but it's true. Gonna go shared roots, I guess. A little bit of ramp. They're gonna like blink it. Well, yes. It's a cool deck though. I like the blink deck a lot. I think it's very neat. I think it's very neat. I tried Riftbound. I have Riftbound cards, and I played it like a little bit in like the very early stages, but I don't really have anybody to play it with. Is my problem when it comes to Riftbound, I fear. gonna hold this up. Yeah, I did. I did. There's like an unboxing that I was gonna put on my Patreon for it as well. But yeah, I haven't really had a chance yet to check it out as much as I like. Could be Aang. Magic's so expensive in Brazil. I'm jumping to Riftbound. Okay, go on this for draw a card. Okay. Shepherd going in. I'll just take it. Let me see where I end up. We got the Bosing Say Holomerk Siege engine set up, which is really nice. Get ourselves some value. Momo! The goats. Yeah, I was gonna go for the Shoko draw. Feel like I do want to stop that though. Feel like I have to discard a swamp because... Well, wait a minute. Let me crack this first. See what I draw into. I feel like I don't want to speed my clock up further by taking an additional 3 here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Timing, I guess. I'm gonna crack this so I can like replay it again and then we can do the Holomerk Siege on their turn again. Okay, always have it. Yeah. No struggle. Yeah, I do think I gotta play it a bit safer, so I'm just holding up these two here because I don't like the pressure in the air right now, and then next turn we'll see if we can set up some crazy like Earthbender Ascension value, maybe work with the trample. I could have also gone more pressure and just ignored it and set up Ascension already, but I don't know. Like before you know it, they start like blinking everything and bouncing everything with like Aang and all that stuff. Yeah, I do want to get rid of it. I don't want to kill the Rizzler they have in hand. Well... we'll see. Do I play D&D? No. I actually do have Rizzler. Oh well, enjoy it, buddy. This time around I didn't mass exile them from the deck. That's cool, it's cool. We're chilling. They're not hard casting it, so... My Chocobo! Decided to ignore the value there. Alright, let's have some fun. Earthbender Ascension. We're gonna just animate this. Good card, actually. How many basic swamps do I have left? 1? Okay. I mean, I could grab them from here, but ideally I'm getting the Ascension triggers. Let me cook. Definitely want to get rid of the Rizzler here. I can still crack this, get another counter on something. It's not really going to be lethal, but we're going to deal a good amount of damage, I guess, which is good enough. And I'm just going to take it. I could crack it on their turn to draw a card. I'm going to do that. Okay, vibes. Okay, vibes. Yeah, a Bandit Aaron Temple off the top could have been scary if I didn't have to shoot a Sheriff in my hand, though. Holy shit. That could have been really scary. Would I have had lethal? I don't know. Momo goes to 2, 2, 4, 5, 6. Bump it up. Yeah, they would have had it, no? No. They're just sabotaging themselves now, though. What the hell? Basic check, 1 forest. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep, like, hitting up the Basing Say and thrive. Lance for days. Lance for days. Okay. How many Eugenes have we milled? A good amount. A good amount, that's for sure. Let's see. I'm gonna put that counters here. I think I'm just gonna put all the counters on the Ashlizzlle Explorer. Let me just make sure this goes right. So I could maybe do like a little, like a, you know, surprise. Your creature that you're blocking my Trampler with is going to get removed, type of thing. Even though, like, I'm pretty sure they are trying to set up a, you know, a Bennett Air Temple activation here. But that's gonna work out for us, I think. Eugene! Man, there's like 3 Eugenes milled in there. Wonder if it's worth bluffing with the passage. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. We need the mana. Yeah. I have Shoot the Sheriff up here. Like, if they're blocking my Ashlizzlle with like a 2/2 or whatever, I remove it. And trample over and win, I hope. That's kind of like where I'm trying to get them in. A bit cheesy, maybe, but I'll see if it works. Okay. Well, you're still taking 5. Now you're taking 4. They're definitely using a Bennett Air Temple for a pump. You fuckers, you guys are outlaws? Okay. Whatever. But yeah, they're rogues. It's still fine. I guess my little trick didn't work then, but... either way. I think we're still in a position to basically always win, but... Yeah, like, I think they're always in a shit spot, no matter what, so... It works out anyway. But it wasn't a I forgot I were fucking outlaws. Damn it. Either way. Good game, though.